Alright, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Monster, episode 45. Alright.
It's
Fem
official.
Johan is confirmed. Yeah. It's a trap!
It is indeed. Yeah, and Suk is in for a big surprise.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Like he gonna die if this continues.
He's dead.
Yeah. The whole thing with the Czech police having basically infiltrators in their ranks and stuff.
Right.
You know, could blow up out of out of proportion there.
Right. But Johan's on top of it.
Johan is on top of it, and he's seeding the foundations for his web of lies.
He is indeed.
He sits on a throne of lies.
Yeah.
And
I was going to say that, he didn't.
And now, like, I guess at least Tenma is finding out some things about the three frogs and stuff.
And Grimmer's still around, so maybe there's some luck there. But
I'm looking
Suk,
for some teamwork against Johan.
Yeah, but Suk has the key, and he already told Johan about it.
Yep.
So
things aren't looking good.
Yeah, no, not really.
All right, guys, we're excited for this. So without further ado, let's get into it.
ここで本庁から派遣された5名の特別専任捜査チームを紹介する。ところで、君が今担当している事件は、
ゼマン警部が捜査していたモグリの養護院の経営者ペドロフの殺人事件です。
ゼマン警部殺しで浮かび上がっている長身の男。この容疑者に関して何か知っていることはないかね。
いえ、私はその男に関しては何も。
He's a terrible liar.
Yeah, he has 6 people also looking at him.
That do this as a, like, that's their job.
Yeah.
あの男を張れ。
Yep.
Yep.
At the very least, that's practical.
Yep.
That's very pragmatic of them to just make sure that they have at least
keeping their bases
someone
covered.
watching him. Wow. Immediately after.
Yeah.
本当にあなたが電話に出たときは逆に安全ってことか。
安全な場所なんてないよ。狙おうと思ったらいつどこからでも狙えるさ。例えばあの赤いカーテンの窓からだって。
Grimmer, you're so good. Like,
yeah.
That's probably where his tail is at.
Or it could just be among these people here.
ただの恋愛ジャーナリストだよ。自分で望んで踏み込んだんだから。
Yeah. He's still a journalist and successful.
共和国広場のカフェに。やはり合ってます。あのノッポの
銀行の貸金庫の鍵を託した。
ああ。それと怪物の生い立ちとか言ってたな。
怪物の生い立ち？
意味はわからんが、それを手に入れたがっている人間がたくさんいるらしい。
ペドロフ殺害直後、あの家から立ち去った金髪の綺麗な女の人。
Suk.
あなた心当たりあるんですか？
Did you put 2 and 2 together?
皆目見当がつかない。
Whoa, Grimmer! Oh, this changes things.
大丈夫なのかい？
あ、どうしたんですか？
We're being watched.
すぐに左を見る。
Yep.
左側のパラソルの下にいる新聞を読んでいる。
Grimmer is so good.
Not suspicious at all.
秘密警察。
さあね。
Oh, he's just like, who knows?
どこへ？
持ってきたんだろう？俺が預けた銀行の貸金庫の鍵。
Let's go see it together.
知りたいだろう？はい。
All right. If we actually get to see that,
that would be amazing.
Yeah.
Wait, it's not in my wallet. It appears to have gone missing.
What? Holy crap.
視界にあの女が。
What?
どうかしましたか？
気のせいか。
No, that's the thing. Johan is in another disguise.
Oh yeah, he was right there. I just saw him. Yeah, right there.
Right there. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh, that's terrifying.
All
先ほどお
right.
電話したプラハ署のスークです。
少々お待ちくださいませ。
Holy crap.
Oh,
Holy
man.
crap.
They're in trouble.
This is not good.
Because, of course, the secret police would have done this, right?
Yeah.
お入りください。
They let them in, probably so that they could actually get the thing out, and then once it's open,
Yeah.
then they can
Yep.
take it from them.
Exactly.
あちらの部屋で。
Oh, I guess he's coming to escort them and stuff.
テープレコーダー持ってます。
ここはどこだね。
511キンダーハイム。
子供の声。
君の名前は。
僕の名前はヨハン。
Wow.
All right, they know his name now.
Awesome.
君の名字は。もう一度聞こう。
Oh, he doesn't.
君の名字は何だね。
僕の名前はオット・アンス。僕の名前は
All the names.
僕の名前は
どれが本当の名前なんだい。
昔々
Oh.
あるところに
Wow, the story.
ない怪物がいました。
Wow.
怪物はアンナを待ってた。
Oh, and there's the name. There's the name. I mean, come on,
待って
Suk.
たんだ。絵本を読みながら。
君のお父さんは。
知らない。
お母さんは。
生きてると思う。
君はとても優秀な子だ。怖いものとかないのかな。では質問を変えよう。君は人を殺したことがあるかね。
たくさん人が死んでた。
Dang.
世界にはアンナと僕。
一番怖いものは何。
僕の中の怪物がぐしゃぐしゃ、バキバキ、ゴクン、バキバキ、ゴクン、
Oh,
バリバリ、
Grimmer.
ぐしゃぐしゃ、バキバキ、ゴクン。
Yeah.
僕が一番怖いもの。それはね。
What?
Wait, did he?
車悪い。
Wait, wait.
Is he from Kinderheim?
大丈
I
夫ですか
don't know.
グリマーさん。
もう後戻りはできない
Yep.
ぞ。
Might as well listen to the rest of it.
そうだ。あんたの携帯電話の番号と家の住所を教えてくれ。
Yeah, he's really not cut out for this. Suk
Yeah.
is not. No. Just no.
Oh boy.
This is so
I wouldn't be
bad.
surprised if he wasn't even going back to where he lives.
無事に家までたどり着けたか。
They're not even showing us. Are you kidding me?
なんか嫌な感じだ。
Oh, wow.
あいつどうも頼りないからな。ラノバ通りのフラットか。
我々のことは知ってるな。
本庁から派遣された特別専任チームの。
グリマーとはいつから会っている。知らないとは言わせない。さっきも共和国広場のカフェで会い、パレル・ランケ大佐、地下に潜った旧チェコスロバキア秘密警察の大物だ。
知りませんよ、そんな男。
君の銀行口座を調べた。今月多額の入金があるが。
何の話です。
Whoa.
そんな金知りません。
君の母
Johan.
親は今重い病気で国立
ヨハン
クルムロフ病院に入院しているね。させてもらいたい。
You're saying you haven't done it
好きにすれ
already?
ばいいでしょう。
Yeah.
僕には何もやましいことはない。
I mean, it is kind of a sign of respect that he is another detective, and they're like,
Right.
We just have some questions for you because this looks suspicious, and we're gonna search
Right.
your room. Hopefully, you'll be cleared of. Oh,
ジャンだ。ちょっと。
what is it?
Is that the stack of money he found?
No.
No way. Is that going to be the poison? The poison that was used? Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh
Holy
my
crap.
gosh.
これは
Holy crap.
Johan, you're so
君の洗
good.
面台の中にあったものだがね。
知らない。僕はこんなもの。
署に戻って話を聞こうか。
Hey, it's going through procedure. That's good,
Yep.
but He's not being incriminated just
いいです
yet.
よ。徹底的に調べてください。ちょっとその前にシャツだけ着替えさせてもらっていいですか？
No. Because Johan's already been here. He's gonna leave it here.
落ち着け。落ち着け。
Yeah.
So nervous. Holy crap. What?
硝煙の匂い。
Johan just killed them. Johan just killed them.
No
Oh
way.
my gosh.
Just silenced gun just came in and just...
Yeah.
He's like, wait.
Oh my god.
Oh, that is such a Johan look. Like, holy crap.
Oh.
And Suk didn't see her. She was right there, but he didn't see her.
But oh, the sound design.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
okay, Johan.
Johan,
That,
you're good.
All right, yeah.
you're really good.
We always knew you were good, but wow.
But you're really good. The freaky thing is that it's like, how did he know that the like I think it's actually very simple, but
He was tailing him too and all that.
Well, he was tailing him, but he was also then aware that the cops were following him as well.
Right.
But there were so many people following him actually.
Yeah.
Johan,
Johan.
there's potentially the secret police.
And then there's the actual police.
The actual police. Now the
So-
thing is that that's the thing. That one person with the newspaper, we still don't know whether or not they were police or secret police.
I think we can say fairly safely that they were secret police because it was actually stated, that person's probably secret police, right? Whereas,
but the thing is that
because that person looks different than the two that were waiting in his
okay,
room.
sure. So,
So-
let's go with that, and that there was the other person around the alley in the corner being like, "Do you want us to let them hang out a little bit longer?"
Exactly.
So okay.
So Suk's life really sucks right now. Long
Suk's
story
life
short.
might be over.
Yeah, and this is what I'm confused by. So the secret police had no hand in trying to frame him for the murders,
Nope.
right? They couldn't have.
Nope. It was
Much
Johan.
less motivation.
Well, we know it was Johan,
right?
yeah.
We know it was Johan. So he frames this guy for it, and then immediately kills the only people who know about it other than him.
Right.
So for all intensive purposes, no one's actually been framed.
Yep.
Other than the fact that he knows someone tried to frame him, which will rattle him, of course.
Right.
And the fact that there's 2 police officers dead in his room.
Yeah, it does seem like Johan's plan has a lot of flaws. The main thing I think that might be good, though, is that he could stumble his way back to Anna.
Right, which naturally he will, because, you know...
But the problem is that Grimmer saw her, or him. Saw Johan.
Right. And the whole thing of recognizing him subconsciously, like, out of the corner of his eye, you know, even though he wasn't in disguise anymore, and just being like, I thought I saw her. No, it was nothing, you know. And the way they did that, of putting Johan in the background, I'm really excited when I go back and edit it. Yeah, because it was one of those, because, okay, with Suk from far away, he looks kind of like Johan, right?
Yes, he does.
But then it's like, you know, you're going around and you're wanting to see, and then it's like, wait a minute, who's that blonde person over there with, you know, a rather pale complexion? And, wow.
Yeah. Wow. Good job, Monster. This was terrifying. This episode was absolutely terrifying. There were so many clever things they did with sounds.
Yep.
And even that part, like you said, like the little flash of him being like, "Wait, I thought I saw her." Wait, no, I must have been kid.
In the bit of Grimmer having a Kinderheim flashback, like what was that? Like he like
the fan,
because the fan is a Kinderheim thing. I'm pretty positive they've established that. So what then? Like,
is he someone from Kinderheim?
Yeah, like is he
a survivor?
Yeah. Was he one of the people that, like, actually, like, Petrov worked with, you know, before he stopped, or you know, I don't know, because he's older than Johann. He's clearly older than Johann, right? And there aren't really any survivors from when Johann was there. But that being said,
what was that flashback then?
What was that flashback?
I think it might be just related to, now what this episode is called, the afterimage of the monster.
Yes.
We know that Grimmer has his own monster. And I think what he's realizing is the chomp chomp, choo choo, you know, munch
Bucky
munch.
Bucky. Yeah.
Yeah. That was so terrifying too.
Oh yeah.
And he recognizes that fear. The only fear that Johann really has is of the monster's size getting too big.
Right, because eventually the boy was consumed by the monster. You know, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think Grimmer recognizes that terror.
Which would, and the fact that Grimmer has another sort of monster inside him, that also would support the idea that potentially he went to Kinderheim. Not that, you know, that was necessarily something like, yeah.
Oh, because the experiments on him,
right? Because I like
something similar.
Yeah, because they talked about how we didn't actually, we weren't responsible for Johann. That would be great if we were, but no, you know, he just came in already ready. But oh man, but yeah, that whole part was so good. And then the part when Suk is by himself in his room, and the sound that they were doing then was just. Whew.
Yeah, I think the thing that I would say kind of snowballed this out of control was Suk is really stupid. Like,
yeah,
he's actually just really stupid. Lying about Grimmer, I understand.
Right.
Going to meet Grimmer immediately after lying about
that's dumb.
That's extremely dumb. Like,
yeah, I thought it was going to be that he was going to meet Anna. And then that would be the whole point. He'd tell her about, you know, the key, all that stuff, maybe give it to her, whatever. You know, because, I mean, hey, that makes sense, because we've established that he goes to Anna when he needs to be sort of consoled, right?
Like
when he needs that sense of security,
yeah.
De-stressed, all that. Which is... poor guy.
Yeah.
But, like, meeting with Grimmer in broad daylight, like, I get that that's how Grimmer can be the most safe.
Right. But Suk's not thinking about his own safety.
But Suk is not at all thinking about his own safety.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah. Yeah.
So, the two detectives, the special investigations people, they're dead.
Yep.
They're dead. Suk didn't kill himself.
He didn't. Although they made it seem almost like he did. And in some ways, I almost feel like they're showing that he is kind of dead here. Like, he's been broken. Like, so much so that maybe this is what it is so that now Anna can get him to, or Johann can get him to do whatever he wants. Right? Because he can give him orders that would be, like, because he was an upstanding dude, right?
Yeah, totally.
You know, and Johann's all about being able to see the potential killers, right?
Right.
So maybe this is his way of just making Suk be a compliant instrument, right?
I love that
idea,
yeah.
I don't think he would ever willingly just give up evidence to a hot girl that he was talking to, right? Just because she asked.
Yeah.
But now, possibly.
He probably could.
You know, like,
the main thing is that Grimmer has, like, some serious superpowers. He spider sensed, basically.
Yeah.
That's not a good... He's like, wait a minute. Like, maybe no, that's actually just Grimmer being smart.
He's
maybe
like, wait, Suk's stupid. Wait, I need to go check on him.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe he thought about... Wait a minute, he just got asked by them about me. He was being tailed. But
I
now
can handle myself.
Well, yeah, I can handle myself. But then he was like, wait, I'm not being tailed right now.
Right, yeah.
He's like,
so,
crap. He's the one with the tape, you know? Like,
yeah.
Wait a minute, the tape. But what about the research papers? They didn't discuss those at all.
Yeah, they didn't go into that. Okay, I
Who
understand.
took those then?
I don't know. I understand... I would assume Suk, because he had the tape.
Sure.
Grimmer could have put it in his bag. Who knows? Now, the papers, I understand why they didn't go into them right there, because that's something that requires a lot more detail. You know, it's much more of a telling rather than showing.
Well, what they could do, it's still telling to have us listen to it through an audio cassette tape.
Well, okay, yeah, in a literal sense. But,
right, but it's
still, it's not just communicating.
But what they could do is just be like, this is is this right? Like, and then they just give like little blurbs.
Sure,
they could do it in 20 seconds.
Yes,
it would
they
literally take like
totally
no
could.
time. So
yeah. And they do need to deal with all of that. Yes, that is very true.
Yeah, maybe it's just they could have just said, I can't make heads or tails out of these research papers, you know.
Sure, yeah.
Or it's in a
I'm no
language
scientist. This is all kinds of.
Oh, we know Grimmers would speak the language, so they don't,
right.
they don't have no problems there.
And he probably would be familiar with the whole experiment aspect because he's been doing the research enough that he'd be able to put two and two together and, you know, make sense of it all. Especially since it probably pertains specifically to Johann, since it was put in there.
Right. I'm really interested to see how Tenma's going to segue into this whole segment of the plot, because right now with Suk, he's a dead man. Like, he is so done. Johann has systematically destroyed him, but you're right in that he's also free. He's not like the main problem is that they're going to suspect him for murder of these detectives.
And maybe that's
any kind of forensics kind of look at the whole thing is going to show that it wasn't his gun. The gun's not here.
Sure, yeah,
Like,
right. Well, and that's about okay. When I think about what Johann's doing with Suk,
it's
a lot of setup.
It is a lot of setup.
It's a lot of setup, and clearly there's something that he needs Suk to do, or maybe multiple things, whatever. It could be just getting him the cassette tape. It could be other things. However, Johann has been removing the witnesses to himself. Now, maybe what he's doing is Suk. He's setting up to break Suk, potentially so that Suk will kill himself,
and maybe
eventually
kill Grimmer for him.
Maybe kill Grimmer for him too. Who knows? Or
I think
Johann
he needs Grimmer for now.
Sure, or maybe Johann could kill Grimmer and have Suk just kill himself. But the thing is that there'd be all these murders that Suk didn't actually do, that could be framed as if he did them, right?
And that covers up Johann.
That covers up Johann. That way he killed them all as if he never existed.
Right. So this has nothing to do with Grimmer. This is basically about having a fall guy, a scapegoat for Johann that kind of wraps things up nice and neat. But Grimmer, I like the idea of the Kinderheim thing. Let's talk about that, because it brings up the potential reason as to why Johann didn't kill him. Maybe Johann recognized something in him as well.
Okay. Now, I'm guessing...
They both recognize each other, and that respect also, that's why Johann didn't freak out about Grimmer just being in full view sight of him. It's kind of Johann being like, yeah, it's me.
Yeah. Well, I get the feeling that they didn't actually know each other.
Okay.
I recognizing the idea of the monster within and the Kinderheim and all that stuff. Sure. But if Grimmer actually had seen Johann before, I get the feeling he would have been approaching things a lot differently than he had been up till this point.
Sounds good.
But he knows about Johann now. Like, the name was said, and all, like, a bunch of the names. That was just...
Yeah, that was chilling.
Yeah.
The cassette tape bit with Johann talking underneath drugged, you know, kind of hypnosis, essentially. Okay, so this is something that's interesting to bring up, is that this is the first time we've seen Johann as a victim.
Okay.
This is the first time we've seen Johann in a setting other than... Well, actually, let me backtrack here. Other than the very first time we meet Johann and he's been shot in the head.
Right.
This is the first time maybe in Johann's life that we've seen of him as a victim.
Sure.
And it's interesting to bring this up now because they're like, is this the origins of the monster? It's kind of a meta way of them being like, is this where it all started? And it's like, no, of course
it's not. But this might be where we can understand it, right? Because even if this wasn't where it started, with Kinderheim or whatever, Johann might say how it all started, right? And I think he kind of did in the sense that there, a bunch of people were dead and it was like him and Anna were the only ones in the world. And maybe that is just where it started, right?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Sure.
Then there's the whole question of the three frogs and all that stuff. So,
well, that's where he used to live, I think.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Here's a thought.
And it's probably before that he's talking about everyone being dead.
Right.
And then he was taken from there to Kinderheim.
Okay, and here's something that's interesting. So he said it was like we were the only two left in the world, right? Yeah, they weren't with their parents. Now, the last we heard from the whole Three Frogs story was that the twins were split up because one was taken in the black car, one was left there and almost burned alive, right?
But they also didn't make it clear as to whether or not there were even two to begin with.
Right. Well, yeah, because the dude didn't seem to think so.
One might have been looking for the others.
Yeah. Yeah. But there, Johan said that she might be still alive, or she's probably still alive.
Right.
Which, because what I would have otherwise thought of or concluded or, just wondered about is if Johan killed the mother. Right?
Right.
And then he's like, okay, she tried to burn one of us alive or whatever. All right, Anna, let's go. Right? Mm-hmm. And that was sort of how Anna ended up being just so sort of going along with whatever Johan said, right?
Right.
Because they did talk about how Johan had already killed people at that time. Like Johan didn't answer, but he kind of did. And especially with all the different names, like I get the feeling that those are kind of connected to killings and stuff because it's all about a monster with no name and the monster would devour people and then take their name and stuff like that.
Yep.
But the mother's alive. So how did they end up getting separated from her? Because they were separated at the end of the story, as far as we know. Assuming it's the most like obvious kind of
look into the
answer.
Backstory. Yeah.
Right. Then how did they get to where they were at the beginning of the story?
A lot of questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole thing with them being in East Germany does feel like more of the post Kinderheim 511, two kids together again.
Right.
And, rescued essentially by maybe Johann's behest to get them just as far away from that area as possible.
Right. Well, and we know that they went from being rescued from Kinderheim, or Johann being taken from Kinderheim and Anna from the orphanage she was at, to being with the people that ended up getting killed later, right? Mm-hmm. And then before that, they were crossing the border of Czechoslovakia, and that was how they ended up getting in. Johann ended up getting into Kinderheim, right?
Right.
So they sent him there. But then before that, we know that they lived at the Three Frogs, but we don't know what's in between there. And anything potentially even before the Three Frogs, or if that was just the beginning of all of it.
Yeah, and what the whole black car was that took them away.
Right. Maybe
because that insinuates that there was a split up at that point.
Yeah.
But the one guy also says that maybe the kid was brought back and released, but the mom wasn't.
Sure. Well, okay. Black car. Could it be that people already knew about Johann at that
Very
point,
possible.
and they were trying to get him?
Possible.
Now, if that's the case, I don't know how they would have not gotten Johann, or if Johann just managed to like, okay, I'll just kill everybody else, whatever. But the idea of the one that was still that was back at the Three Frogs place in the fire and all that seems like it kind of has to be Johann, because I don't think Anna would have, like, the whole thing of like, oh, maybe they started a fire to cook some food. Yeah, sure. That's what people come up with because they don't want to think about the possibility that a little kid, did that intentionally, right? Mm-hmm. But yeah. But then, like, if that's the case, did Johann get Anna to dress up as him so that, like, she would get taken in the black car instead of him, or was that all a mistake? Or they said it was kind of hard to tell the difference between the two because they were young, so maybe it was a mistake, and then whatever, something.
There's a whole lot of questions there.
Mm-hmm.
I do find it interesting, though, that Tenma keeps kind of staying on the fringe of this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because there doesn't seem to be a smooth way to bring him into it.
Yeah.
Yet, at least.
Right.
And yet he needs to be at some point.
Right.
So it's just wondering when and where.
Because he's here. Mm-hmm. And Anna is also on her way with Dieter. So...
Yeah, it just feels like they keep building and they keep building towards a head of where all of the relevant characters are all going to be moving in generally the same direction in Prague. And it's like, okay, what's going to happen? Who knows? But, got to give credits again to the sound designers, the people who put in those stingers, those... Not just the stingers, but the scratchiness and all that other stuff.
And they had, like, voices in the bit with Suk. Like I don't think they've ever gone that far. Like,
no, that was creepy.
That was some, like, Cthulhu calls you, But
madness.
Yeah.
Johan is just killing it, pun intended. We have now Grimmer coming back to Suk, so I actually feel a little bit positive about Suk's chances.
Oh yeah.
But the thing is that for now, depending on what Grimmer tells him or how more so Suk reacts to whatever Grimmer tells him is kind of the right thing to do next, will determine, I'd say, the entire rest of the story, because
and especially
we don't know how broken Suk is at this point.
Right.
It's just a question of, magnitude.
Yeah, we have the fear eyes, so he's not doing too hot.
Nope. Not at all.
We also need to see when Tenma will be reintroduced, because the sooner he gets reintroduced, the better Suk's odds are. Right?
Yes.
Because
good point.
Like if Tenma were to get fully brought into it next episode, then I'd be like, okay, maybe Suk will actually survive. Barring that.
I
mean, not necessarily
give him
next
2
episode,
episodes.
but yeah. At this rate, yeah, about 2 episodes. Yep.
And I also feel like it's pretty impressive how slow they're taking things here in Prague.
Oh yeah,
despite having
most
so
of the
much
pieces here.
Well, no, the fact that we still don't have certain PCs here.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
When we say PCs, guys, it's a
right.
tabletop. It's an RPG reference, personal player character.
Right.
Main characters.
You don't want to split the party, so whenever the party's split, you want to get it back together as fast as possible.
Right.
But
right now we have
not doing that here.
Right. We have a very split party. We have a new character in Grimmer that's kind of the main character of this overall story here. And then we have Suk coming in as kind of a pseudo main character.
Maybe he'll survive long enough to actually be upgraded.
I mean, that would be great. That would be really great. Yeah. Maybe there's some way in which this is actually all just a way for the secret police to kind of get outed again. Maybe Johan's trying to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, and that's why Suk is still alive.
Sure, because there's still secret police left that know about Johan and are able to want the tape, so he needs to get rid of all of them first.
Right, because maybe Johan was going to kill Suk here and take the tape, But then that would leave the trail to Johan, essentially.
Right.
So Suk needs to take the fall, but Johan needs the tape. So Grimmer maybe was the reason why the plan didn't go perfectly, and Suk is not killing himself or something like that.
Yeah,
and he's we need to deal with this wild card Grimmer.
Yeah, this is crazy stuff.
Grimmer keeps getting more and more interesting, by the way.
Yeah. Just every time he's on screen, I'm just like, yes. Yeah. So glad you're here.
Fantastic character. Loved the stuff at the cafe. Him being aware of all the things going on, but not fully of what Johan's doing.
Yeah.
Loved that. Yeah. All right, guys. Monster. It's just really good. Lots of really good cliffhangers that are just keeping us chomping at the bit for the next episode. So, guys, if you want to see that next episode's reaction right now, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there. You can watch full-length reactions there. And all this comes with Discord access, where you can chat with us about stories or whatever. And if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.